Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another video. So in this lesson we're continuing work on the spawn block script and in particular being able to hold a block. So if I downsize this, and here we are in project settings. Now we set up the hold button and the release button in the previous video, so if you haven't done that already, please do so. And now we can actually fill out these two functions, and it is fairly simple. So what we're doing, if we press the hold button, we'll have the held block ID is going to equal the current block. Sorry, the current block ID. Let's close that off. And we'll put this into the comments. So if the input equals the hold button, then set, and I'll use the naming convention, hold block ID to equal the current block. And then we can just use the destroy command, open and close brackets, close the line off, and what we're destroying is the current block. So I'll quickly just put that into the comments. So let's just save that off. I'll close the project settings. Let's hit play. So the current block is this Z shape. Let's press E, and it's now being held. Now obviously it's not showing up here in the GUI. We haven't got the code in place for the GUI as of yet, but we'll be doing that in a coming video, probably the next one. We'll see how we go here. And of course, if we press the release button, we're going to set releasing block to equal true into the comments, and we'll just put that we're setting that variable to equal true. And we'll destroy the current block again. So I'll quickly put that into the comments. And what we'll do then is call this function spawn next block. So obviously we set up this function in the previous video. We didn't add any code as of yet inside, but we'll be doing that next. So we'll just put that we're calling that function. So how this code works is pretty simple. Obviously we're releasing the block equals true. We need to get rid of the current block, so we'll just destroy that. We don't have to worry about that, that's just for testing. And then we'll come to spawn block. So this isn't where we're choosing the next block, as we are here randomly. In fact, we could put this as, we could actually change this to spawn held block if we wanted to. In fact, I might change it to that. I think that will make it more distinctive in the script. when we come back to it at a later date. So yeah, it will just make things easier. So if we're spawning the held block, we need to set the current block ID to equal the held block. And we'll close that off. Let's get that into the comments. So all the code that I'm putting in this video, it is important the order in which it goes in. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but in this case it does. It's essential, so please be aware of that, otherwise the code will not work. So once we've done that, we've set the current block now to be equal to the held, rather than the randomized nature we did in choose next block. Now we can call the spawn block function, so let's put that in. So what we need to do is actually, so we have this choose next block. Let's actually just come to the GUI. And what we're going to do is just create another void here. Public void, and we'll just call this set held block GUI, and we'll just put the brackets in place. We'll put in the debug log. And we'll come back, let's just save that off. We'll come back to the spawn block script because let's come to the choose next block function actually. So we'll just leave this for now. We'll come down here. We set this temporary variable to equal the main camera and then the component attached, which is the play GUI. Then we use that to call this set next block GUI. Let's now paste that. I've copied and pasted this set next block GUI. And I'm just going to change that there. So now we have for next block GUI and held block. Let's have a look here. In fact, let's move this out into another function. So private void. Let's have a think of the name we can use. Let's say call GUI functions. I think that will be fine. Let's actually take all this code out of the choose next block. So where we actually get the play GUI as a component, then call those two functions. So I'll just paste those lines in there. And then we'll call that function. So core GUI functions, open and close brackets off. And I'll quickly just put that into the comments. Let's copy that line and we'll just paste that into the spawn held block. So that's just made things a little bit neater. Let's just save that off. So let's just hit play. So we know this is working. Obviously we don't have the GUI in place yet, but we will implement that in the very next video. So I'll leave it there for this lesson. As always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, bye for now.